G'day everybody, welcome to today's stream. I'm your host Mitch, you can call me Taz, and it seems everyone has started without me. How are we all? Let's get that mic down there and get chart up. Everyone's looking very lively today. That Misha, Walney, Felix, Sim, how are we all doing? Jeez, not even a chat wants to come up today. Oh no. Everything's decided to break. So NAV update didn't fly yet. Well, Misha, you're in for a treat. No longer are we going to be flying blind in this plane. Why is chat not working? I know. So, a little glitch with Streamlabs. If you don't slowly start the stream, just immediately go to start stream, she kinda doesn't work. Let's see if I can get own 3D to work, because we want it to look nice. We want the stream to look pretty. No, bugger off, will ya? Oh jeez. Here we go, save that. And we'll just give that a refresh and another refresh. Oh my, a test quokka am I? Well, I didn't bloody sign up to be that. Anyway guys, today we're flying the magnificent 747-200. Funnily enough, as you can see, there's a little bit of an angle. Why is there a little bit of an angle? Someone didn't remember to flatten the scenery. Well, the runway is good, so that won't be an issue. But yeah, well, out of Luxembourg today, we're going to fly up to Hamburg for our first leg of 2 flights, or 2 streams today. Flying the classic 747-200, we're going to showcase the new nav screen, and then what we're going to do is we're going to fly the ever so awesome 737-200 into Jersey. Why we're flying into Jersey is because I flew it in there a few days ago. Needless to say, it is an extremely difficult place to land that specific plane. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge. It's going to definitely be funny. So if you want something funny, definitely think about that next stream. That no, I'm gonna have some grinning fluffy thing in my mind. Oh god, what's Felix done now? Oh god, now I'm gonna have that grinning fluffy thing in my mind all night, morning. Yeah, Felix, I'm not gonna be the excuse for your love interest, okay? That's not me, okay? Not me. Okay, so let's see if I can get this thing fixed. If not, Hakuna Matata. Sim 5070 Ti, fantastic. That's pretty much what my cards competes with. So awesome. Welcome to being able to actually run everything. Misha, flying SFO to Ord in my freshly bought any scenery. Very, very nice. I heard that scenery has been pretty well, performance-wise actually. No, the quokka, I don't know what they are. Yeah, quokkas are lovely. Should I do like a real life stream and go down and see all the damn quokkas? Because they're on Rottnest Island, they're over in Perth. Okay, cool. So it looks like we've got some chat coming up. So she looks a bit bonita. Let's get in this cockpit. Let's get her started. So, I've already connected power up. There's our lovely new nav display. Is it on? No, it's not on. You know why it isn't? Because now we're going to actually start with our checklist. So, radio masks coming on. Test all our heats while we are here. Wing anti-ice. And the lights go out. Probe heat. Lights go out. Power lights. They're all tested. I'm going to get that music turned down just that little bit. What's it showing up? Ah, no, it looks okay. Can't hear X-Plane. It's probably because the... Hang on. It's a loud bloody bastard, let me tell you that. What I'll also do, I'm going to turn that music down just a little bit. A bit more of a background tune. So, you can hear all that? Yep, certainly can. Oh god, no. Yeah. All of that sorted. Window heat can come on. Anti-skid comes on. Body gear steering is armed. Emergency lights are armed. And all navs can go to standby. Or pointing north. Align, align, align. Align, 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 align. That's an awesome song. And pretty much we're all okay over here. We're going to get the APU started so the doors open. Squib test on that, light comes up. And squib test left and right for the engines, all light up. Test for smoke, smoke light comes up. Test below is selected, no airflow, light comes up. Wing overheat, system 1 and system 2, lights both come up. And we'll test after cargo heat, both lights come on. Fantastic, so that's all sorted. We'll get some recircs on, because why not? Everything is looking cool, and we have auto fuel management working yet again, thankfully. Now, while we are here, let's get our screens turned on, heat up that weather display and the weather radar, standby and +5, and I need to come on to Xpilot. And what are we connecting as? I've completely forgot my thought plane. And we'll get background radar up because I need that as well. AZA 742. I wonder why we went with those numbers. 742. And the business cards that I needed to take from work yesterday to write someone up a report is stuck there. AZA 742. Please tell me no one spawns in me. It's always an issue when people are in you. Just ask Felix. And what we're going to do, come down here, and we're going to go to, where was it? Is it service? No, I don't want to go on service. By the way, you can actually change all the colors for this now. If you come over to, where was it? Here. You can change all the colors to it. I thought that was pretty cool. Of course I went DOS Commander. Let's go fast load into that. We'll use this data. And we're going to go to payload, is it? No. In order to use SimBrief, I do actually need to use fast load, I think. We'll write that into the sim. So total payload is going to be 116 tons. We are going to be heavy, and gee whiz, look at that. All full now. And as we're back here, let's get that APU started. While we're also here, we're going to go to checklist, 4-start checklist. Croissant. Yes. Nope. We need to either Quokka modes. Next stream Quokka. Oh God, a Quokka stream. You imagine that? Feliz Navidad. Flight plan, let's get that sorted. And I'm gonna get SimBrief downloader and I'm gonna download that. Let's make him happy. And echo Lima Lima X-ray to echo Delta Delta Hotel 01. There we go. And flight number today is AZA. So Alatala Cargo 742. Bellissimo. And look at that. Look at that for a nav display. Now, does this nav display look sort of familiar? Well, it should. Because this is a nav display from an MD-11. The nav displays that are fitted in 747-200s in 2026 all are the same panels you will find in a 747-200, which I thought was really awesome. Crunchy, good evening to you. Now I want you to go down next stream. This is less 747-200 stream and more Quokka stream, isn't it? Jeez. Marix, thanks for subscribing. Why didn't I get the notification? Oh, it's probably because I muted it. And Josh the Shua, thank you for the subscription. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's get the grounds. It's no main deck power. What do you want to be at? You've got your POR. So there's no main deck power. That's a bit ridiculous. What we are going to do though, it's switch over to APU. There you go. Now she's working. Just tell you, everything's looking okay there. Bleed air can come open. Open one of those packs up. And aft cargo heat can come on. Ground safe relay is on. And the entry door for one is indeed open. We'll get that closed once we depart. Well, are ready for departure. Departing today, we're going to go runway 06. And we're using the Dig 5 Tango. So, let's get this up. X1023 needs to be set. I mean, the graphical improvements, I have to say, to this plane are awesome. Plane looks nothing short of gorgeous. 1023, both set. 030 knots, no worries. So, departing runway 06 is going to be perfect departures. And we were on Dig 5 Tango. Just double confirm that. Dig 5 Tango, cool. And let's see, so 5 Tango is for the runway 06 departure, so it'll just be out here, 6 miles from Luxembourg, so left hand turn to 299. So let's get all of this sorted. So 057 is our first course, and our second course is going to be 299. Lovely, let's get our heading bug set. 057, lovely, then left hand turn to the DKirch VOR, so it's going to be 114.4. Lovely. That all sorted, and this all sorted. Let's check the... I forgot how loud she is. Let's just check over here. So fuel. So 15. 25. 26. 26.6 tons of fuel. Let's get all of the boost pumps on now. And we're going to get our nav lights on. Get our probe heats on. Close the front door. And everyone can bugger off now. So it isn't done yet. But what we are going to do, we're going to go and get our hydraulics all on. Performance calculations will be flaps 10 departure. Let's actually type in our airport. So this is a relatively newer feature to the 747-200 and the freighter, in that if you enter the airport, you actually get more accurate data for what you got. And the bugs are set. V1's 129, V2 151. No worries. Flaps 10 comes up before V2. Wow. Okay, well, brake pressure will be seen because brake source has, well, that light has extinguished. So checklist, we will check that. Pull and cut off. Transponder can come on. Can come off. One open. Having all of them on. Perfect. Alright, so let's get a pushback truck. And we've got the room so we can just properly push back. Just like that. What we're going to do now, airports, negative. We're going to go to maps. We're going to go all the way over to IFR low and zoom in. Let's check the chat for a bit. Oh, quackers definitely are bloody cute, let's say that. Making me want to get a 742. I just sent money, Lamar. Come see. Other than the normal 200 being a passenger and the F being freighter, is there anything else between the two? The normal one has the Pratt & Whitney still at this rate, and the freighter only has the GE engines. So if you want to fly the classical 747, you have to get the 200 just to fly with the JT9D engines. If you want CF6 engines, you have to get the freighter. At a later point in time, they are going to be interchangeable, the engine types. Okay, all that sorted. We're at Zulu, is that 07? 07, and we're going to push back on apron P7. So, let's make sure 122.8 is put in. Nope. There we go. Luxembourg traffic. This is Alitalia Cargo 742. We're at stand Zulu 07 and we're pushing back on apron Papa 7 facing south. And let's start pushback. Now, this runway situation is going to be a little strange. Thankfully for us, we've got that little hill. I say little, I lied. Right in the middle. Thankfully, once we get past this point, we should be a-okay. Look at those people. Flying close proximity. A320. Are they flying an A320? They actually look like they're flying the same livery, so they actually might be doing an event. Come all the way down here. Yeah. Take straight out here. I did see that new scenery that came out recently, and I was like, ooh, that looks really good. The problem is, this is my first ever time flying out of Luxembourg, so I don't know if it was going to be a place I was going to be flying out of often. what we're gonna do, I need to go AVD and limits, we're gonna push that out more. There we go. At least it looks pretty and it can actually run it, so it's not even an issue. Flying break is set. Cool. That before start checklist is completely clear. We don't have any ground power connected, so we're going to go ground, disconnect GPU and chocks. CSD oil. That's... And now it's set. Interesting. Let's see with the departure. I'm gonna guess we're gonna go full. I don't think we're gonna be using any sort of derate. Let me just double check. No. Looks like runway 24 is used in Hamburg. That won't be an issue. And good weather. Let's double check that actually. Destination weather. It's just on the NOTAMs. Let's see. Due to disturbance of ALF DME signal, flight FLW changes to approach procedure occur. Runway 15 final not available. Okay. Cool. No worries. Well, parking brake can be released. Aircraft's just casually pushing a little forward. Now let's see if that truck can actually get us up this hill. Okay, well, everything's sorted. Pack's coming off. And we're going to come up top. And engine 4 start. No, it doesn't, because I need to... Blade air's all coming on. Hmm, 16 degrees. That's actually nice. At least we're getting some good weather over in Europe now. So I remember how... who was telling me? N210? Yep. Choose fuel. Sim was saying about some of the horrendous stuff they were going through. I think they were getting up to 41 degrees, which, yikes. That's what we call not fun. All of this is all okay. So I don't know why we've got a CST oil warning. We actually sit back here because we're at it. Good start there on engine 2. We're going to go engine 3. And I think what we'll do, we'll get a quick start going for the 742. So let's see. N2, got to get to that blue line. I'm not the biggest fan of tape gauges. I find they just... It's not that they're not intuitive, they're just more difficult to read. It's like me in the F111 or something. Do we fly pizzas? Yes, we are flying pizzas. We're going to Hamburg. They need it. And probably some... And then we'll fly currywurst back at this rate. We're sending the old girl with modernish equipment on board. Select T154 with a Garmin on board. Yeah, sim. Oh, that weather's so much better. Engine 2 can be started, and engine 1 can also be started. Doesn't look like the starter valve open for number 2. There we go. Plug brake set. Engine 1 first. Engine 2 coming on. Doesn't she sound brilliant as well? Hey, because of this terrain deform, I can actually get proper photos of the plane. What we're gonna do, I need to go to own. Chat box needs to be hidden. Please disconnect. A little loud. And we're gonna come down flaps 10. Climb is gonna be a target speed of 290, but we have to be 250 under 10. I'm gonna set initial altitude to our cruise altitude, which is gonna be 310. Alt select. Flight directors are coming on. And let's try and maintain 10 degrees post departure. It will actually tell you what the recommended depart profile is, but it should be right. Got good starts on all 4 engines and they're all stable. So we're going to come over here, get all of our gens on for the engines that can come on. Bleed air for the APU can come off and APU can be shut down. Packs all coming on. Everything's looking peachy. And everything's looking good. Aft cargo heat is on, no worries. And what we're going to do we sell that CSD oil? No. Cool. And performance calculations were all done. Barrow is apparently 1022 now, which tells me that the new data must have just come out. 1022, lovely. And with that, let's get our after start checklist. Let's get elevator trim up. Clip. Lovely. Inboard lights coming on. Next list, please. Armed. Not needed. Aligned to no lights. No sim sound still? Let's see, hang on. How about now? Can you hear the plane? Let me get my phone up so I can hear the stream. Let's see what's happening. So I've got the audio, okay, hang on. One moment. Might have to restart. 11 people here currently. Yeah, there is no sim sound. Why? I know what to do. How about now? Cool. Audio is there now. I realized because I was changing all the recording audio tracks, that I've accidentally done it wrong for the track for these streams. Anyway, that's all done now.
Pack and brake.
Parking brake can be released. I am holding the brakes. And we're going to taxi via Alpha. Don't know why the maps are taking so long to load. to Bravo 4. So, Luxembourg traffic, Alitalia cargo 742 is taxiing via Alpha all the way down to Bravo 4, holding short Bravo 4 from runway 06. Luxembourg traffic. Sort of brakes and come off. Let's do a flight control check, because we're not going too fast. Pull left, pull right or left, pull right or right, neutral, and full elevator up, and
checked.
Full elevator down, back to neutral.
Stabilizer trim. 6.9 units, switch set, no lights. Galley power. Let's see.
Galley power can come on.
On. APU as required. Fuel set for takeoff.
Yep.
Air conditioning and pressurization set and auto. Annunciator lights checked.
And bring her out late here, because we need to make her around this corner. Actually, I think the sim's a little too loud now. Let's bring that down a little. Lovely. There you go. Now we got that all sorted. Make sure everything can be heard now. How's the audio levels? Actually, it seems like you guys gotta get the... Do you have to get the stream really loud, or louder than normal in order to hear everything? Because I can turn the volumes up for the sim and everything. There you go. Audio is perfect, cool. Just like put game catch up just that little bit. Just need a little bit of power to get out for this thing. Basically what we're going to do, we're going to take off post departure. We're going to try and maintain 1,000 feet a minute in the climb, so that's when autopilot will come on. 1,000 until we get to 250 knots. Once 250 knots has been met, then we'll start our climb on IAS mode. Hello, cat. Hello. Hang on. You need to be shown to everyone. Hello, Missy. This is Missy, everyone. Oh my gosh, you're actually sitting there. See if I can steer this with my rudder. You okay there? Alright. You probably want to kill me. Oh, okay, I can move the camera down either. It's like down. There you go. Beep. Okay, she's happy now. That was bloody loud on stream. Let's bring that down a little. And options. Actually, it could be here that there's the issue. Regarding the question regarding the dials, you can switch them to round like this, but because it's gone by what's the scenery is set to, we just keep it like this. Scenery delivery. I've just watched that go forwards and backwards so quickly. Looks like a bit of variable wind on this departure. Plus the performance really isn't good out here. see. Wind sound volume. They added, Fearless added that recently. That was really cool. And everything looks okay. I wonder what's causing the performance to be so... Wait, where's my nav display? There we go. And turn that back on. And we'll get the weather radar on there as well. Oh wait, no, it doesn't show WXL, does it? No, because that's always going to be shown here. Bring that in. Flight directors are in fact on. And we'll get the other checklists loaded. Oh, massive performance issues there. I think ELLX is just on that cusp of its loading in the new tile. I will need to get out of here. I will wait. Guys, do we do a quick takeoff or do we wait for him to land? What do you think? There we go.
Park and brake.
Park and brake set. There he is. Duke, entrance. Go. Possible traffic. G'day, Alitalia Cargo's holding short of runway 06. Anything interesting? No, he's flying a 320. That's not the best then. I mean, we could definitely make it out in time, but I think then they threaten the question of, is it safe? What we will do though, no, we'll hold the transponder in TA, just so we aren't giving this guy false pings. Ooh. Definitely could have gone at 10 miles, but well, while we wait for that, we're gonna that radar. We got someone up in Hamburg being controller. Yes, we do. Cool. We got Adis and Tara are in Hamburg. Lovely. Looks like we'll be in the Frankfurt radar zone. So Frankfurt's got Tower, Langen radar, and also Langen radar Kitzingen, like the Y one. So what's that one? 13531. I will get that sorted post departure. Lovely looking plane coming in. He's got that approach down pat. 27 views in the stream so far. That's really bloody good. Oh, Star Alliance livery. Oh, it's a 319, I think. Oh, looking a bit windy there. Bam, beautiful. Lane lights coming on. Body gear steering coming off. Transponder comes to TA. Strobe lights can come on. And starts the...
Transponder.
TARA. Parking brake. Released.
Ignition. Off. Landing lights and strobes. On. Body gear steering.
Disarm.
Before takeoff checklist. Complete.
Luxembourg traffic. Alitalia cargo 742 is lining up and waiting on runway 06. Whoa, here we go. Can't wait to get out of here. The performance definitely isn't good. Could also be the amount of traffic nearby. Oh, the brakes.
Parking brake. Set.
Hey guys, welcome and thank you for watching the stream so far. If you're looking for a community you'd like to join, have a chat about life, have a chat about planes and trains, get updated about all the latest channel info, by all means look at the description below and you'll see a link to our channel's Discord. Up to 30 members already, so thank you everyone. With that, I think it's time to get flying. Parking brake.
Parking brake.
Off.
Released.
Hold the brakes, because this hill. Bring that power up. AUT into rising.
Stabilized.
Stabilize. Auto throttle coming on. Chrono. Now let's go. Luxembourg traffic. Alitalia cargo.
Trust set.
742, taking off runway 06.
80 knots.
Release forward pressure. Maintain the center line.
V1.
Continue.
Rotate.
Performance.
Positive weight. Gear up.
And gear up. Oh. Love myself a freight bird. Jeez, does she look
Gears
good.
up.
Let's get that trim down. Oh, the wind is very gnarly. And climbing on our. Gear is fully up. Lights extinguished. Gear off. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Luxembourg traffic. Alitalia cargo 742 passing 3000. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Let's come to climb thrust. And flaps up.
Flaps up.
Come to 250 knots. And we're going to accelerate as the stats come in. Accelerate 250 knots, maintaining that climb out. We're a heavy girl today. What we can do, we can come over to INS now. INS on both our displays. We're just going to maintain flying straight for 2 more miles. Follow the nav director. we're going to start the left-hand turn. Get rid of the controllers so you guys can see. Watch that back roll rate, or that bank angle. Come speed 250, there we go, that's what I want to see. I'm just going to maintain that speed now. So we climb on up. Passing through 6,800. Start leveling that turnout. Coming on 8,000 feet. I think autopilot can come on. Nav N1. Lovely. Alt select needs to be on. And indicated airspeed mode. 2 maps. Transition altitudes. We need to transition over. 1013, so 299.902. And 1013 here. And we'll get landing lights in now. So we come up to 10,000. After takeoff checklist, please.
After takeoff checklist.
Ignition. Flight start. Cabin signs. As required.
10,000.
Landing lights. Off. Landing gear. Up, no lights, and off. Flaps. Up, no lights. Cargo door and unshaded lights. Extinguished. APU bleeder switch. Closed. APU. Shut down. Isolation valves.
Come down to 5
Both open. After takeoff checklist. Complete.
Look at that beautiful German terrain coming up. We are using Map Enhancement Pro. We're using Bing Maps for all of this. I've just realised why the performance wasn't so good. I am actually using the full or the 8K textures for ground, so it looks a higher quality, but causes some performance. Depends on the plane you're flying. This one requires it. Crunchy Water, lovely to see you, mate. Welcome to the channel. Hope you all enjoyed. And what we can do now, just enjoy this nav screen as we turn right. Will, how are you? And what we're going to do, we're going to tune into Langen radar because we will pass over their airspace shortly. No, we're actually going to avoid it. We're literally flying around. Right. I see. Literally not going to be anything. So, maybe Hamburg Towers, or that we've really got to wait for speed. Very much above 290. That's just me not paying attention. Fantastic idea by me. What's our ground speed? 400 knots ground speed at 12,000 feet. Yeah, nah. Unfortunately. Climbing on up now. And 4,000 feet a minute. We've got a 90-ton load of cargo in us. 100 tons of payload. And we're just blasting on through. Look at that nav screen, and it also gives us our wind details. And it gives us the nav clock. Or the clock for everything. And our distances, so you don't actually need to focus entirely on the FMS. Lovely. Coming near 10 degrees now, anti-ice definitely will not be needed. There's no visible moisture in the air. And after takeoff checklist is complete. I don't mind that climb though. 16,000 so far. Almost 17, coming down to 290. And indicated airspeed mode, please. Lovely. And everything's looking good. Humidifier can come on because we are above that 10,000. And nothing else needs to be on. Fuel's looking okay, and that is actually automatically being activated by this awesome plugin called Auto Fuel Management. That's all being sorted. So a plane that is, well, looks so difficult is just flying like any other plane normally would now. Hope one that the airfin packs get all engines. Also would be cool to add the 300. Well, Sim, I've downloaded the Sim4 300 mod. There is a bit of issues with the JT9 engines, like a few glitches here and there. I need to just double check installation, but it looks okay. I would like Fearless though to do a 300 default though, like him fully modeled it. The engines I really want to see on the plane is the sorry, my brain's just fried at the moment. I'd love to see them do the Rolls-Royce engines. I understand that X-Plane by default does not render or do like N3, so it will require custom modeling. But if we can have those Rolls-Royce engines, I mean, I think that just opens us up. British Airways, Qantas, Cathay Pacific. Well, I know these Grand Texas do look stunning. That's what happens when you chuck them up to 8K. Map Enhancement Pro, everyone. Yeah, I've been okay. Yeah, no complaints on my end. Few issues. I mean, work's been really busy. One of the big events in the town that I live in, where thousands of people come for, just happened. I work in the service industry, so it was hell. Yeah. I mean, I had a really good night, and then the next night was really, really bad due to a manager. They probably got a 3,000 word report written against them. Yeah, which, if all goes well, get them fired because of the abuse we went. Wasn't fun. That's all I want to say about that. But yeah. Yeah, it's 3,000 words in like 25 minutes. The benefits of studying law, so... I think short of a nightmare. Thank you, Will. Yeah, finally had a night off. Mondays. Well, I'll have Sunday off this week, I think. Let me actually double check. Shit, it's just her today. Poor Morgan, gee whiz. Sunday. Cool, yeah, so I have Sunday off this week, so we'll definitely have to do a stream this Sunday. But yeah. Look at that. Maintain 1,500 feet a minute, 26,000 feet, you beauty. 73, no, So we're doing 737-200 stream after this stream. Sunday, I might have a few things on. I'll see. I'll definitely check. If I don't, we'll stream that night as well. Looking forward to it. At least we'll have some more time to do some streams. So thinking maybe MD11 or 321 or 777-300. We'll see. 777-300 actually would be pretty good, I think. See if I can go to map enhancement. See if I can change that setting. Hey Duke, so I've turned off high resolution when flying low. See how that goes. The engine one of the CF6 is so lovely, but that's because we've modified it. Look, so if we come in here to, I can increase wind sounds, I can turn them off completely. Normally I come down to there. And hey presto, I'm comfortable with that. Mind you, we're hauling such a large amount of cargo, so she's gonna be heavy. Let's see where we're flying towards. So let's see if we can get Dortmund VOR on. So that's 108.65. We'll be turning north prior to that. And then Bremen will be 117.45. It's 200 miles away, lovely. And Wessa is there. Maybe Ribot. Cool. So let me go look at that. Let me just look up Hamburg right now. Don't know why I'm having such performance issues. I wasn't. It's never an issue prior. Maybe the PC is just saying, "Let me restart, please." Oh, Hamburg Tower's just gone offline. Okay, so pretty much it's free reign to us depending on where we want to land. So 2-3 is not being used. 0-5 or 3-3 is being used in fact. So let's see what would I rather? That's 3-3. 0-5 is going to be this one, isn't it? Oh, 0-5 would be different. 3-3 brings us over the city though. Did I delete the VFR pack? The VFR package for Hamburg? I think I have.
1000 to level off.
Doesn't level up? No worries. 20 FPS. Oh. I'll have to look into performance issues. Hang on, let me go to because I haven't had performance this bad in a while. It's okay. It's okay. Ah, it's map enhancement. Okay, so map enhancement pro. Once we restart and get in the 732, mind you, 732, I can just do the high performance, like ground textures, because they're 8K. Like the default is like 1080p, and that takes it up to 8K. So it makes the detail a lot more, and it looks 3D. Bill I am SFS, but yeah, it's very performance intensive. Well, maybe. I don't really know, actually. Don't stress. It's not to chill, it's just I'm getting my driver's license, so I kind of need to do that. If all things go ahead well, let's bring us over to speed, and we're going to come back to cruise power. Everything's looking very bonita right now. Now it's just easy sailing for us. Bring that heading around to the 007. 10, 20, 30, 07, 08 right now. Those engines sounding great. That chrome looking good. Shout out to Bodo who made this livery. It's absolutely lovely. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn down, in the 742, the... Let's see all these emails. I have to turn down... My brain's not working. Turn down the Map Enhancement Pro, that's what it is. And I mean, what a good day it is, Spain winning the World Cup. Has nothing better than a successful hate watch, I just have to say that. I don't even follow football, I was just making sure they didn't win. Mönchengladbach. And then there's Düsseldorf just there. Just look how beautiful that scenery is. Like, the quality of it all is just immaculate. I mean, Microsoft Flight Sim make your heart out. That's the thing. Microsoft Flight Sim wins when you're close to the ground, but when you're up here, you know, where your plane flies, nothing short of amazing. All those beautiful wings as well. Out in the stream so far, 8:19. Should be down in, oh, what, say 20-30 minutes? Yeah, 25 minutes estimated right now, so not too bad at all. We're gonna... What would you guys rather? 0.5 with a 12 knot crosswind, or runway 33 with a 12 knot headwind? Runway 33 also takes us over the city. Knight, how you doing, mate? Do you rather see 33 or runway 05? Crosswind. Alright, in the cockpit. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the radar looking down just a little bit. Make sure that is in fact counting down. Whoa! I've just realised a problem. We are on INS. Let's go direct to Doma. Why do we have a discontinuity? We're just flying. I should have noted that a lot sooner. That's a really interesting discontinuity. Because we are in INS. Nothing of that's changed. Whoops. Let's get the ham VOR 115.65 on. 115.65. Let's actually just go direct to execute. That's a bit ridiculous. What happened there? I'll actually need to watch the stream back. I need to know what caused that discontinuity. Well, there wasn't a discontinuity. That's the big thing. Runway 05, 12 knot crosswind. No, we're up to Hamburg right now. And then the second stream we're going to be flying from Gatwick down to Jersey. Oh, look at me being unprofessional. Got the new nav screen, not using it. That's always a fantastic thing to do. What? That's called not using your head. Yeah, I've done that before. Gee whiz. Okay, turning back on course. What happened there? We'll just say we had a radio error, shouldn't we? Jeez Louise. Let's get Hamburg VOR put up as well. which will be Ulster, which is 115.8. Alright, we're 186 miles out, about 100 miles from our descent. And we're going to do runway 33 as you guys have definitely chosen. And we're just going to get RLS 33 up, please. Oh, I know 33 is expected. Lovely. So, let's come down here, get our arrival. So, we're going to go the NAV 33 with vectors. Transition is EDDH 857. And we're using the Ribs 3 Sierra. Reset that, beautiful. All those things should work perfectly fine. Haven't seen FPS issue like that in a very, very long time. Could also be all the clouds were coming up on, because I know the weather wasn't working for a while. Actual graphics, how are we doing? Yeah, that's looking okay. Yeah, definitely no issues here. It's just, I think it's just map enhancement pro. We'll definitely take that down just that little bit. What we are going to do though, we're going to go get our approach charts put. So, Hamburg 330 at 12 knots, broken at 39,000 and 4,500. 18 degrees, beautiful weather. That's the weather you want to see. That's proper Euro summer. And 1019 and Nossig. Get that. So we're going to go Ava. And approach RMP 33, please. Cool. So for Hamburg, transition I'm going to say is around 5,000. Actually, double check this. Transition is 5,000, correct? 250 below 100. Understandable. Ribs I need to be under flight level 110. Above 200. Oh, at 220 knots above 4,804. And we're going to fly completely out south. Turn in above 4,000 by EDDH 857 at 220 knots. This approach, come in. Up with a Cap 1. We're going to put just 257. We'll just put it there, so like 280, lovely. Cool, that's all good. We were intercept around at Sussex 3,000, minimum 170 knots, we'll keep that in mind. In order to go around, climb the course 329, turn right direct to Hamburg, we are at 4,000, max 230 knots, no worries, so that's all sorted out. We have quite the long run down, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. So we're gonna, from the track from EDDH 804, we've got 40 miles until we do the turnaround from EDDH 857. So then by EDDH 8112 I might actually direct 857. If there's no traffic, just shortens that up and then come in 433. Lovely. Ribso is 110 at 4,000. Ribso we've got quite a while to get to now, thankfully. And then 14, so 15, 30, 41, 41, 55, 68, let's say 69, nice, 80, 85, 103, Ribso is 20 miles out, so 123 miles until Ribso pretty much. We're following the NAV track. Doma then Osnaut, so we should be all okay there. In that poll. Let's see. No, everyone has voted for runway 05. So let's actually get runway 05 put in. And runway 05 is not being used anymore. So runway 33 we are using, unfortunately. Otherwise people in that can will scream at me. Lovely, so that's all going good. Maintainer heading on the way out. And yeah. Then all the waypoints in the world. You've got to love Europe. Cool. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. We are past so what I'm thinking of doing, let's look at charts again. Get a Bremen, which 413.65. Old holds now, 113.65. 70 miles from Bremen, lovely. Anyway guys, I'm going to get some music on, and I'm going to be back in a moment. It can be. Let's get back here. Okay, everything's looking okay. 427 subs. Almost at 450 now. Past that halfway point. Lovely. What I'm going to do for runway 33, then we're not going to really fly it. No, there is no, oh that's for 33, what am I on about? I'm losing my mind. Oh, bit of traffic down there as well, lovely. Around 20 FPS during this flight. So yeah, we'll definitely have to crank back those settings just that little bit, I think. But what are we expecting time-wise now? Getting in there, so ETE is about 12 minutes, so not too long now. I think the biggest thing is just the length to the delay. Because I could just go from to WSN, like direct from Vesa to the approach. Actually, I could go Bassam onto the approach because I'll be missing a lot of the I guess someone's hot micing. Or they are trolling because the things look similar but also different. Yeah. Just sure mics. Okay, cool. That's all sorted, and we're gonna go. I need to check Reddit. That's what I do need to do. The Australian propaganda doing on Reddit, actually not good. You win some, you lose some, you can't have them all the time. Peak viewers 11 at one point. What la la, that's for 50 more. But yeah, this nav screen's just so good. I mean, it just makes life so much easier. Could also be a big part of the FPS drop was the weather coming in, because obviously down south near Luxembourg there wasn't actually that much weather. So X-Pilot, no, it's not me hot micing. If it is me hot micing, it's Alitalia Cargo 742. But I think it's this Finnish 9 Mike Lima that was the issue. Yeah, because it ain't me. Thankfully. Crank that speed up, why not? $20 mics from the POR. One sec, everyone. Okay, there we go. After my bottle job, coming up here now. Coming down on the ground at Hamburg. Boy, ooh la la. NAV2 should already be on. That's 115 displays. And it is, but it's not coming up. It's not even far. I think that's the issue. Let's see, flight plan. Group, so we need to be reviewing that in 10,000. So then we'll start at descent now. We'll come down to 11,000. I'll select BS, and we're going to come down to 2500, and speed can come down now as well. Should have brought speed down first, that's why spoiler will come out. And it's looking all good. Options. There we go. Lovely. Now sending in. Do you have traffic in front apparently? But he's outside 30 miles, but he's very much lower than us. Where is he actually? Let's see. It'll be this DLH, so Lufthansa, but he's already going left of us, so that's okay. We'll come in here. We are expecting, as we've said, NAV 3.3. Are we really going to be disconnected? This will be the first time in so long. That's interesting. Let's pause the sim for 2 seconds. Give the sim a little bit time to preload everything in. What it's still doing, and when we do the restart to go into stream number 2 for the night, I think what's happening is the map enhancement is still loading in high quality scenery. Let's see. There we go, let's change this around now. So let's bring that down. Okay, that's all working now. And we'll switch that around now. And then this setting can come on. And look at that. Now up into the 30s, high 40s. Simply from changing that one setting. But like you see the ground textures below, so this is Bing Maps. If I go over the map enhancement, I can go say Google Maps. Like Google's actually horrible. But I'll start downloading Google Maps. So let's go Apple Maps instead. Apple Maps always looks good. So I'll go back to Bing because Bing is definitely the best for Europe. I don't know who's hot micing because it ain't me. See, look at the difference in colour coming in now, just because we're going off Bing. Nope, someone's causing an issue and it ain't me, thankfully. Hey Doc, let's see, Musopen at it again, Hamburg, 310, 12 knots, chunky winds, 1019, Nossig, 4 knot crosswind and 33, 12 knots and 23, cool. But 23's got a tailwind as well. Yeah, 3.3 is comfortably the only one being used for the approach. Let's bring that nav display down. And if all goes well, we actually should perfectly. That's 20 miles. It's about 22 miles for rib, so yeah, maybe a little high, but we have to maintain above 4,000 per 40 miles, so yeah, not too bad. Let's get the checking list coming for the approach checklist. We'll start that once we start heading down east or southeast. Let's see if final headings. Final headings will be 329. So let's get that set for the course. And outwards heading. Here we go. It's 048. Go to nav 2. You come to radio. Yeah, see? Can't be 048. 148. Isn't that great when we start zooming in on maps? You know, to look at the detail in said maps, because then they're perfect. So perfectly done, and then that heading will be around there eventually as well. Thankfully we can just rely on INS. INS, lovely. And coming down to 130. What are we expecting for next? All that's done. Prague, Hamburg, we expect, oh, it's 102 miles away. 20 minutes. Coming into moisture, it's -8 degrees. I think we'll get a bit of heating on then. Cells come on, wing anti-ice.
1000 to level off.
1000 to level off. Yep. Low end 2, that's just for the anti-ice. Look at that. 7 miles short of Ribso, and we're down 11,000. That's one of the golden rules you can apply to this plane is 2,500 feet, easy. 2,500 feet a minute, she will be fine. It's EDDH that has the thing. Okay. Ribso then EDDH 4 will be okay. No need for any ice. And wing anti-ice coming off, lovely. 11,000 feet achieved. And we're just going to start decelerating down now. Beautiful terrain. Options. A little louder for you guys. And cruising on around now. Speed is dropping. What we are going to do, we're going to go performance calculator landing perf onto EDDH. And for runway 33, we're going to read sim weather, load the data, and set those speed bugs. And that was 220 that I need to be down at. Okie doke. Hamburg traffic, g'day, this is Alitalia Cargo 24. We're inbound for the RNAV 33 approach. We'll be going 40 miles south from Delta Hotel 804, north of Elmshorn, and we'll be expecting the RNAV 33 currently at flight level 110. Cool, speed down to 220 knots. Have a fun. get slats out. Now, lovely. That animation, he's done such a good job. What's that? He, Mr. Fearless himself says he's getting a bit tired of working on the 7.4, wants to start doing something else, which full credit to him. I mean, single man job, I think, get to this level of quality and detail and just sophistication, it's just awesome. And he's just done it so bloody well. Love to see him at least eventually add a 747-300. And then on top of the 747-300, ooh, I'd love him to make a 747-400, but I think he's just done with 747s to begin with. Which is understandable. I mean, the man's worked on this for years by this point. Is that guy really using runway 23? Really? Supposed to use... yeah, everyone's pushing back for runway 33. Met the speed restriction, so that's not an issue. And now turning for our multi-mile final. Let's get 4,000 set. And VS is going to come down to like 1,000, just slowly ease our way down. I'm going to set 215 just so that auto throttle comes back a little bit. Get all the landing lights on. Because we're coming through 10,000. You just can come off. And Bob's your uncle. Flaps 1 is out. I don't like the flap indicator in this at all. I much prefer the flap indicator in the round dials. Mostly because I know where to look for it all the time. At least with this one, it gives you the speeds for when everything needs to come out.
10,000.
10,000, lovely. So I'm going to start our approach checklist.
Descent checklist.
Pressurization set. Landing data.
One moment.
Transmission. Exhaust set check.
Fuel. Weight.
Is it that? We're going to say that's checked.
Annunciator lights.
Nothing on.
Checked. Altimeters.
Set and cross-checked.
Set and cross-checked. Landing lights. On. Radios and nav instruments.
Set and cross-checked.
Set and cross-checked. Radio altimeters.
Set.
Oh,
Set.
1018 set.
Descent approach checklist. Complete.
Lovely. Let's bring this down just a little bit more. At 1,800 feet, something like that. Next checklist will be the landing checklist. Auto brake, I think we'll just use minimum. Actually, we don't want to use the full runway, so we'll use medium. So you have to backtrack all the way down and then cross the runway again. Because there's no turn around the left, so Echo 3 is where we want to get off it. And there. Yeah, we should be able to make that. Bit of spoiler action, flaps 5 please. Just bring some
Flaps
drag
5.
out. And N1 mode will be limited to go around. Airbag traffic, get a Alitalia Cargo 24 is on the downwind for runway 33, expected about 10 minutes until call for final approach. Hamburg traffic. Coming through 6,000 now. Bit of turbulence, but she'll be right. Got a blip on our screen, but he's out of range, so he's perfectly okay. That's probably that guy, if you see here, going in for runway 23. A bold choice, let me just say that. A very bold choice. Camera 2, 6,000 now. Fine and beautiful VFR conditions. Coming down the port of Hamburg now. There's the beautiful city of Hamburg, city I do love being in. Coming down to speed 210 knots. Spoiler can be in the arm position. So we'll check the approach. DHA 57, we need to be at 4,000 at 220 knots. So 1,000 to go now. There's Hamburg right there. There's the Euro Wings that's just landed. Anyone in cargo at the moment? No, we've got multiple people lining up though. Lovely. I do love this city. Miss being in. I need to travel back to Hamburg eventually, spend some more time there. This port area, especially if you come down here with the markets up, lovely. Going in here as well is just some of the retro clothes you can get. It's just so good. And skid hydraulics light coming up. It's probably because the engine power's been so low. Come down to 200 knots. Speed check. We'll bring flaps 10 in.
Flaps 10.
So Sax, we need to be 329. Hey, bro, traffic. Alitalia Cargo 2-4. We're still on the downwind leg, so we'll say about 10 miles. We'll go out more and then we'll turn around in for the approach. Alitalia Cargo 2-4 for Hamburg. Cool. 11 miles out currently. And let's speed back to 180, I think. And once past the next waypoint, we'll go to DH858. Just direct to, and we'll come down to 3,000. Bring that nav screen in, make life a little easier to read it. There we go. The DH858 is perfectly within a 5-mile radius of us. Speed check, I want to bring flaps 20 in the mix.
Flaps 20.
And we'll go direct to DH858. Go. Yep. Hamburg traffic, get a Alitalia Cargo 2-4 on a base turn for runway 33. Currently 15 miles out. And switch over to course 1. Bring our heading over. And we'll come down to 3,000. Speed needs to be 170. We've got it at 180, so that'll be perfectly fine. So the traffic at Hamburg. Looks like they've got traffic crossing at the same time. Lovely. We pay for the entire runway, so we're gonna do. Yeah, but we're not in the Airbridge cargo livery. Actually, as a matter of fact, I got the ABC livery working for the freighter. I did a bit of conversion, so actually we could probably do the freighter eventually. Hamburg is definitely cool. Reeperbahn. We'll go and then we'll turn towards Sussex. Landing lights are all out. We're lit up like a Christmas tree. Perfect. Give a bit of lights on so it just looks a bit lighter. Turning in now. Listen to those engines. Hamburg traffic, Alitalia Cargo 24 inbound for runway 33, 12 miles. Sussex, I'll take manual control, about 2200 by runway by 6.7 miles out. Nice. 5.7 need to be at about 2000 feet. Let's go view plugins. Well, it makes life. Yeah, 10 miles to go. Nine miles. Swings start coming down. We're not going to apply the flight director, so my aircraft. Hamburg traffic, Alitalia Cargo 24, 8 miles for runway 33. I can barely see the runway ahead, so all good is there. Go around, altitude is in fact 3000. No, it's 4000, so I'll get that set as well. Coming up to 7 miles.
Gear down.
In fact, coming down. And flaps.
Flaps 25.
Flaps 25. And that nose up a bit. So the descent rate becoming so much. Flaps 25 is set. Hamburg traffic, Alitalia Cargo 24, 5 miles for runway 33. Correction, Alitalia 742, 5 miles for runway 33. Hamburg. It'd be great if I could name my plane correctly, wouldn't it? Traffic coming up on screen, but they're many miles ahead, so that's okay. So we're still a little low, so we're just going to maintain this profile. But that's speed check.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30 set. So starts.
Before landing checklist.
Auto brakes.
As desired.
Ignition. Flight start. Cabin signs.
On.
Landing gear.
Down in green light.
1000.
Speed brakes.
Armed.
Flaps.
Flaps 30 green light.
Hydraulics. Normal. Landing checklist. Complete.
Hamburg traffic, Alitalia Cargo 742, short final for runway 33. No, you're kidding me.
$500.
Hamburg Tower, Alitalia Cargo 24, short final runway 33. $855.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
There we go. Hamburg Tower, apologies, Alatago 2-4, short final for runway 33.
$50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh,
Check
ho, ho.
reverse.
Beautiful landing, despite all the chaos. Reverses out, full reverse.
Out
Reverse is
of
coming in.
reverse. Parking brake set. Auto brake off. 60
brake
knots.
off.
Parking brake
Parking
released.
brake, why did you come on? Bit funky. That everyone. Great landing, but bit of a kerfuffle there at the end. Welcome down to Hamburg. Taxi lights coming on, strobes coming off. Spoilers can come in, APU needs to be started, and we're going to vacate right here. And APU light up. Lovely. So get the map up. Right on Echo 1, hold short, runway 23, Alitalia Cargo 24, SM42. Bit of chaos there, but hey, oh, we got down, thankfully. Hey, very nice landing though, I'm very happy with that. Brake on, auto brake disarmed, APU is on, beautiful. See this zeroing that's taking off? Oh, that's a photo and a half. Ho ho ho, that's a photo and a half, that one. Well, we've got 90 tons of cargo, and we are very heavy, let's just say that. Bring that in, over here. That's going to take a sec to load. Beautiful photo. And what I'm going to do, because I'm noticing it being a bit choppy, AVD. Tower, that's no worries, we butted it in the end. We're actually Alitalia Cargo, so do you mind if we go taxi to cargo stands? But we will cross runway 23. Once crossed runway 23, taxi right onto Zulu 3, Bravo 6, hold short runway 33, Alitalia Cargo 23. Oh, the sim froze. Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh, no, no, she's back. Okay, hang on everyone, we're alive. Are we? How awesome is that? Zulu 3, Bravo 6, and then over. Don't even need those on. And turn her right around. Come on, get her around. Actually, I forgot body gear steering. That's on me. But that's the thing, I love this plane. 90 tons of cargo and she's just such a slob to get around. Apologies, say again, Alatago 24. Stay 91, Taxi Bravo 6, then Delta 1, Yankee 3, cross runway 33, Alatago Cargo 24. So, Bravo 6 onto Delta 1, Yankee 3, stand 91. Cool. Strobes coming on. There's 91, so it's the first one on the left. Lovely. Hey, given the taxi instructions, it actually makes life a little easier. So big all engines are over there. Yep. I mean, look at that. But hey, how's that nav display, guys? I mean, it makes life so much better, doesn't it? Zero that out. All of those are off. Let's throw this out as well. I mean, will I be using it every flight? No. Especially if I'm going to do retro flights with the Seaver. It works with the Seaver, by the way, and the LTN. I just personally won't use them for those flights. If we're going to fly properly classic, I want to fly properly classic, you know? 1091. Why are you on 2-3, man? I was happy with that landing though. Do a quick replay. I'll have a refreshment break. And then we'll get stream 2 started. This is stand 91, so we're not going over here, we're going here. And we'll start turning around. Yeah. Definitely notice I need to go to the left more.
Flaps up.
Inch it closer. Nope, still a little bit more forward. Hold the brakes.
Parking brake set.
That everyone, welcome to a very sunny Hamburg. First time I've seen it like this in weeks. And Euro Wing Santo, you already landed. Damn. So you're not on the runway. Or maybe Scenery config. Tower Alitalia Cargo 742 is at stand 91. Thank you so much for taxi instructions. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao. Biggie Duke. So, disconnect from network. And let's get her up in the air again.
Too low, flat.
She hasn't loaded in full config. She should be loading in flaps now. I'm very happy with this approach though. Why is it getting me on this? There we go. I want to see how this landing was, like where we landed, etc. And then we'll restart the sim, end this stream, and then start the next one. Get music on. Ooh. Ooh. That's a really nice livery. Yeah, we'll use that. Why not? That's got all the retro stuff. No. That's what I'm looking for. And gently does it. Beautiful. What do we actually touch down though? That's the question. Oh, a little short of 1,000 footers, but no, that looks impressive. I was happy with that. Dead on center line. All the exhaust coming out of it. I love the black radome cover. I'm a sucker for black radome covers. And yeah, perfectly in. Well, with that, everyone, I am going to get the next plane sorted. So I'm going to put a link in chat and we'll get that stream sorted very shortly. Un momento, por favor. 60 views for this stream. Fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone. One moment. I'm just going to put the link in chat. And 16 minutes late, but she be right. So let's go here. Links in the chat, everyone. So if you want to click over, wait for me there. I will see you there. Anyway, ciao ciao for 2 seconds.